Alright, YouTube. There it is. Finally got it done. After how many years? At least a year. Finally put on the black pipe. Went on with Vance Hines 2-into-1 high output short. So it's a little bit shorter than their competition, which probably comes out to here. This is the short. Installed it myself. Took a little wrangling. I tell you, it wasn't certainly needed an extra pair of hands to help out. But definitely a project you can do with the right set of tools. One thing the instructions did not say is that you have to remove, not remove, but you have to take out one of the bolts on the forward control here and the forward brake, and let it swing down to get out of the way. Otherwise, it's very hard to install the pipe with it in the way. It looks like it'll fit, but it's hard to like wrangle on there without removing or moving, letting this swing out of the way. This forward control. One of the hardest parts was the I don't know if you could see it, but the front sort of exhaust here. Getting that on there was tough with the position there. I had to use I had to use sockets, and so it was hard to get it in there because of the angle of the bolt and the nuts to move it on there. But maybe it's a little bit hard to see in this poor lighting. But yeah, that was one of the hardest parts. It's also very hard not to scratch the finish. I didn't install this very well, so this part here is loose. I have to, there's like clips on the inside that I have to like slide onto the other piece, but I did put a scratch right there and a little bit on the rear there. I don't know if you can make it out, but some scratches are inevitable, I guess, over time, and as this thing, you know, moves and shakes and rides with you. Anyway, that's how it looks. You know, my project blackout, it's getting there. I still haven't figured out what to do with the rear bullet lamps. Those are still chrome, as are the front. We'll get there in a second. But that's how she looks now. Definitely got some chrome left down here. This is an easy change out. The shift lever connector, that can be changed, and clearly the forward controls, those can be changed, as can the bullet lamps in the front here, the drag bar, and of course the clutch and brake lever. This is still an unknown. I don't know how to get that black. If anyone has any ideas, please put in the chat. Alright, without further ado, let's hear it fire up and compare it to last year's video with the stock exhaust. Let's go ahead and get that going. So definitely a lot more oomph to that sound. That's actually pretty impressive. I used to have a Sportster Iron 883 with the short shots, Vance Hines short shots, and this thing is arguably deeper, more bassy, more rattling than even those. Granted, the engine is of course a lot bigger on this Dyna Fat Bob. It's got a 103. This is a 2016 Fat Bob. So yeah, this thing's got some sound now. Pretty impressed by it. This is the standard baffle, so I didn't change the baffle. It has a standard air intake. It's just the standard factory 103 covered. I think it's a high input air intake, but no special filter, no K&N, nothing like that. And like I said, the Vance Hines 2-in-1 high output short in black. The details are pretty impressive. I like the chrome detail on the tip there. You can't really see it, but it does say Vance Hines on the edge. I'm sorry about the poor lighting. My dog still hates the sound of all motorcycles, including this one with the new exhaust, but I'm definitely liking the sound a lot. So until next time, thanks.